Hey friends, Cookie here. Just got back from skiing a couple days ago. So I'm down here doing a harvest in my garden and things have progressed in a week. Let's look. Well, I've got some nice onions. Not heading up yet, but getting some nice thick stems. Here's my cabbage patch. I've got some dinosaur cabbage. I have red cabbage that's not heading up yet. Oh, it probably wants to, right there in the center. I have some Mitchell cabbage. That is a nice head. Look at that. That's a nice head of cabbage. Some fabulous spinach. And I've already harvested. I came out here. Look, this is my mammoth spinach. And they're still tender and delicious. But I missed this one. This one can be in a salad. But look at the size compared to my hand. That is a handful of spinach. I have red cabbage. Beautiful leaves. And they're trying. They're kind of behind the others. They're getting tall compared to the other cabbages. Here's a different kind of cabbage. Which is this one? Let's see my tags on this, but everything's growing over the tags. But I'm getting some very nice heads. There's a nice cabbage head. Look at this one. Wow, that's nice. Some beautiful blue curly kale. Swiss chard that I've picked. This is the red kale. And this is some radicchio. Oh, I'm getting a nice little head of radicchio down there. Get out of the way. Yeah, look at that. So this was a random plant. Oh goodness, look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful leaves, gorgeous red. Oh yeah, that's getting a nice head. And that just popped up from, replanted itself. It just never quite died last year. It overwintered, or oversummered. Yeah, there's some nice stuff coming out there. Here's my broccoli cauliflower patch. It's crowded, that is true. But this is the kind that just sprouts. So this is the, I can't remember what it's called. But I've already harvested some off. I just cut it off there, but there's some more sprouts. I'm letting them go. There's a few that I didn't get yet. That's a decent size. I'll probably come out and harvest some more tomorrow. This side is my cauliflower, and they are behind. They're going to be full heads. This is a nice, it's still pretty small, but that's heading up. There's a few that are just popping out on the sides, or they're just a younger plant. A plant that's not getting enough sun. This one's got a nice head in there. Got a nice big one inside here. Oh yeah, that's a good size head. And it's curling in, so it's going to blanch itself and be nice and white. These are out in the sun. Or, that's a nice one. And a nice one there. So there's quite a bit going on here. I had a basil plant here that I tried to cover, and I don't think it's made it. My mammoth basil. Yeah, I got some more seedlings going. Well, other than that, my peas are going gangbusters. No flowers yet, but they are filling out. I just trained them up to the trellis a little bit, so they're not coming out in the way. Those are nice. Some peppers that are, these are still overwintered from last year. Ones that are more covered are doing better. Some of this covering. I have a sunflower, and I believe it's going to be one of those dark, the blackish kind of. It's a real pretty. See what that. Oh, I had one little sprout, and it's made it through the winter. Got some more kale down here that I started later, and some green onions, or not green, but they're heading onions. I picked these 2 barrels, these 2, and that one. I pulled up these sweet potatoes. So I've got some of the red ones, purple ones. These are not sweet potatoes, but these are I like these. They're more like a potato. They're not so sweet. These were some of my radishes that I pulled. And these are the ones that are down in here. These are the wasabi ones. And so I've got some of those out. Look at these guys. These are the ones that are going to be the... you eat the pods. So I'm letting these flower. They're supposed to be climbing. You need to give them some support. So this is a different one. I'm going to see how that goes. And then I harvested like 4 bags of lettuce for friends. I kind of make a little goodie bag with some radishes, some kale, some of the tatsoi, because they're just crowding each other out. I'm just taking off all the big ones. And this I've just thinned. You can see there's a little space between the red leaf lettuce and the romaine. They're actually red romaine and the green romaine. So I've got that all picked, and I've got more peas coming up over here. Some of my beans are still, they did not die off with the freeze. Some of them made it through. So I might get a few. Ooh, I do. Look, I got a purple bean. Love these little purple potted beans. They're very sweet. And so most of this has died, but some of these where they're down below and they're more protected, they've made it through. So that's a good thing. There's a few beans over here that I covered them up to keep them away from the freeze, and a couple made it. We'll see. I might get some early green beans that way. So some of these, yeah, there's some green beans down here. Some froze and some did not. So this is the back side of the cabbages. And other than that, I have not opened up my tomato patch yet. Let's see if I can get in here. I hadn't planned on doing a full tour, but I'm here and I'm kind of curious what... Oh goodness, there's a pepper. Looks like this pepper plant did freeze. But look at this tomato. Sweet little, this is the little teeny tiny tomatoes. These are a cherry tomato. They're called millions, sweet millions. But the pepper plants are still hanging in, still producing. Really nice. So keep saying I'm going to harvest them, but we went skiing, so I was a little too busy to do that. Oh goodness, I've got little teeny tomatoes on here. You see this little guy? He's right there. Yep. So I'm going to get some of those little sweet millions. You can see the oh goodness gracious. I've got, that's a decent sized cherry tomato. You can see the damage where the cold weather got to it, but the base of the plant is decent. All right. Oh, I got, I'm crawling underneath the covers here. Look at my yellow tomatoes. I have some tomatoes for my salad tonight. Look at these. It did sustain some damage from the cold, but I can trim that off. I'm gonna have some tomatoes. What a treat. I was too lazy to lift this up and look, because I have some transplanting to do. I have some new tomato starts that really, really need my attention. They're growing out of their little pots. Okay. That ought to hold me, considering I'm doing this one-handed. I want them all. That will be my salad tonight. I need another hand for that one. Okay. Oh, look at these sweet peppers. Oh my goodness, there's a nice size one there. Oh, good. Let me get that one. This little tiny plant has quite a nice production. Okay, that ought to do it. I think that's good for today. Add those. I got some transplanting to do. I'll say have a nice afternoon, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out.